Thank you all very much for joining us on our first press conference for the 2015 River Summit. This is going to be an exciting event not only for Fort Wayne and Allen County, but for the Northeast Indiana region as a whole. Our region has begun to embark on looking at our rivers in a new light, finding opportunities that we can not only bring the residents back to them for quality of life and quality of place opportunities, but what are the business opportunities that can help elevate our economic development opportunities throughout the region. So I'd first like to welcome the Mayor of Fort Wayne, Tom Henry, for a few comments from him. Mayor?
Thank you, Dan. Dan's absolutely right. We are blessed to have a city with 3 rivers. Most cities don't have any rivers. Some have 1, some have 2, but we're blessed to have 3. And it's so terribly important for us to take on the challenge of trying to identify how we can truly use these rivers to our benefit. And I say challenge because for years, our rivers were a real detriment to this community. Constant flooding, constant worry, but all that has changed now. And now we're trying to make them truly an asset to our community, a point of destination by not only our own citizens, but by visitors as well. And one way to do that is to really find out the value of our rivers, not only as a point of destination for recreational purposes, but to truly understand our rivers, biologically, environmentally, and so on. And that's one of the things we're going to be attempting to do during this summit. And from that point on, I think we'll be able to enjoy our rivers more and more because a lot of the misunderstanding will be alleviated. With that, I'd like to ask Commissioner Peters to come up and say a few words. Nelson?
Thanks, Mayor. You know, this is really a tremendous initiative. It's been 4 years, I think, since we've had a river summit, but this is absolutely essential to the vitality of this community for a number of reasons. You know, we've begun to look at rivers not only from a local perspective, but from a regional perspective. There was a time where we thought we could move Fort Wayne and Allen County along by ourselves. But we've come to realize that it takes more than just Fort Wayne and Allen County to compete in this global economy. And so you bring in our regional partners in a 10, 11 county area, and what they've suggested to us now is that rivers, and the rivers specifically right here, are as important to them as they are to us. Why? Because they've come to realize as Fort Wayne and Allen County grows, so too shall northeastern Indiana. That's how we're going to compete in this global economy, to win jobs, to win people to this community. And so with the River Summit in the next few days, we're going to learn about that competition. We're going to learn about how to improve the quality of rivers. We're going to learn how to attract people to the rivers, and we're going to learn how to truly become a bigger, a stronger player in this global economy. So I want to thank you all for coming out today to help us get that message out, because it is such an important message, not only to the people of Fort Wayne and Allen County, but to the people of the northeastern Indiana region.
I'd like to take just a couple moments here and explain the images behind, and then if you have questions for either the mayor or the commissioner or myself, then we can take those questions. And if you want more details about the summit, I can come back and give that to you in a little bit. So the images behind me, if we look at the image over here and we look at the image over on this side, they are taken from the same place. It is the confluence of the 3 rivers, where the St. Joseph and the St. Mary's meet and combine to form the Maumee. These pictures are fairly iconic of the public's perception of what our rivers are. And the purpose of the River Summit is to help people transition themselves from the image on my right of being dirty, muddy rivers that are problematic for us, to the image on my left that shows opportunities for recreation and businesses along and around the rivers. So the River Summit will bring together professionals during the day Wednesday that will be addressing the Western Lake Erie Basin. These waters that come through Fort Wayne are over 800 stream miles that flow through downtown Fort Wayne. That's why this image on the right shows a very light brown river compared to a darker one. The lighter one had the most recent rain events. If we're going to have any appreciable effect on the water quality and on our rivers downtown, we need to work to the whiter watershed. Wednesday evening, I can't emphasize enough, the public is welcome. It's a free event. Compliments of the Allen County Commissioners. We're bringing in 2 national speakers. Keith Bowers with Biohabitats, that was one of the consulting groups on the Downtown Riverfront Plan, and Chad Progracki, a one-man show that began to clean up the Mississippi rivers. So Keith Bowers will help us see the regional view about how our rivers can be economic draw and energy generators for the region, and Chad Progracki will bring the believability that yes, we can do this for our rivers. Thursday will be full of sessions where people can learn more firsthand about the rivers, what initiatives are going on, what sort of recreational opportunities are there. And then finally on Saturday, along the St. Mary's River, starting right here at the Wells Street Bridge and traveling a mile downstream to the Fort Wayne Water Filtration Plant. It's a very family-friendly day. There will be 5 different stations to educate those in attendance about all facets of the river. Thank you. Now, do you have any questions for either the mayor or the commissioner? Okay. And if not, then we can certainly do one-on-one interviews. Okay.